Hello students, welcome to Pinpoint Law Lecture. Today we will discuss on the grounds of divorce as per the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So let's begin today's video and check out what are the grounds. So, divorce means the final dissolution of marriage. That means when a marriage comes to an end, it is the divorce. There are some concepts of divorce regarding the grounds of divorce. The concepts are fault grounds, the concepts of breakdown grounds, and divorce by mutual consent. So, as per Hindu Marriage Act 1955, we get these three things all together under Section 13 and Section 13B. Under Section 13, we get the fault grounds, and under fault grounds, we get grounds on which either party may obtain divorce and grounds on which wife alone may obtain divorce. And we get the breakdown grounds too under Section 13. And separately under Section 13B, we get the grounds on mutual consent. Under Section 13, the faults ground are stated. Section 13, subsection 1 lays down 9 fault grounds of divorce. Some of these, such as adultery, desertion, cruelty, insanity, leprosy, venereal disease, are typical fault grounds, while others, such as conversion, renunciation of world, are typically Hindu grounds. And we also get the grounds of which are available to the wife only in Section 13. So, if we start with the grounds available for both the parties, that means grounds available to both the husband and wife, the first ground is adultery. That means if either party had voluntarily sexual intercourse with any person other than his or her spouse, then it is called the adultery, and this ground is available to both the husband and wife to file a petition for divorce under Section 13. Then we get the second point, that is the cruelty. Cruelty includes both mental and physical harassment, and obviously the cruelty's nature will be exceptional hardship. Then we get the desertion point. Desertion point is in desertion point there is the continuous period of 2 years desertion is necessary to prove this ground. And if the desertion of 2 years in breakable sense, that is not continuous sense, then it is not a proper ground for filing divorce. Then we get the point of conversion. Conversion from Hindu religion to another religion is a ground available to both the parties to file a divorce. Another grounds which are available to both the parties are incurable form of mental disorder. That if any of the party suffering from incurable form of mental disorder, and such mental disorder is prescribed by some medical practitioner that it is incurable in nature, then only the other party file a divorce. Secondly, incurable form of leprosy is one of the ground. If the other party suffers from leprosy disease, then it will be a ground for divorce. And must remember, the leprosy disease should be in incurable form. Then we get the point of suffering from venereal diseases. These are generally the sexual diseases which are communicable in form. So, this communicable nature disease can be a ground for divorce if anyone suffering from this disease. Then we get the point of renunciation of the world. It means if the party renounce the world by entering any religious order. That means suppose any person live with the family, then he left his family and joined any ashram and followed that ashram's rule, then it can be a ground for the renunciation of the world under the clause 6 of subsection 1. Then we get the point that if either party has not been heard for a period of 7 years, continuous 7 years, then it is also a ground. Then we get under subsection 1 capital A the breakdown grounds. Under the breakdown grounds, first we get the judicial separation. If the parties are in judicial separation for a period not less than 1 year, then they can file divorce on this ground, stating that they are already living separately under judicial separation and there is no chance to rejoin again. And then other ground is that the restitution of conjugal rights. You know what is mean under section 9, you have already studied. So restitution of conjugal right, if any of the party living separately under this ground and the period also is not less than 1 year, then it will be a proper ground to file a divorce by stating that we are already living separately under the restitution of conjugal rights for more than 1 year. Under subsection 2 of section 13, we get the points which are only available to the wife in case of the grounds of divorce. Among them, the first one is the bigamy. When the husband did his second marriage with another woman, then the wife can claim for divorce under this ground, that is under bigamy. Secondly, if the husband is guilty of rape, sodomy, bestiality, these are the sexual offences. If the husband is guilty of such and such offences, then the wife can claim divorce under this particular ground. Secondly, the maintenance. If the wife claim maintenance either under section 18 of the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956 or if she claim under section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, and regarding this refusal to maintenance point, she can claim maintenance from her husband and also can claim for divorce. Then the point is child marriage. As we have studied that the female must be 18 years to commit a marriage. But if the marriage has been solemnized before she attained the age of 15 years, then she has to repudiate the marriage after attaining the age, but before attaining the age of 18 years. So, this option is available to the wife that if she got married before her 15 years of age, then after attaining 18 years, she can claim divorce under this particular ground. These are the grounds of divorce under section 13. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. And You can let me know in the comment box that if any points can be added in this particular video or not. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.